Hello guys, welcome to our lesson about level mathematics P3. Okay, so today we are talking about for linearization for y equals to a, b part of x, okay? So for this example, we can set also the same as before, like if we have y equals to a times b part of x. So first, logarithm on both sides. So it becomes into log y equals to log a b part of x, okay? That is how to calculate this. So for this part, we can set here, we can just put and just try to simplify it a little bit. So for here is for log y equals to log a plus log b power of x, okay? But then we can put x in front of it. So it becomes into log y equals to log a plus x log b, okay? So we can say here, we can just let log y equals to y and log a is c. So here is c and here is for mx, right? So you just consider it as a function here, okay? So also we can say the gradient here is for log b and the y-intercept here is for log a, okay? That is how we can calculate the exact values here, okay? That is for this problem. So for example, like we have y equals to a times b power of x, we can set first logarithm on both sides that becomes into log y equals to log a b power of x. So it becomes to log a plus x log b, right? So here the gradient is log b because the log b equals to gradient here is for 11.008 minus 4.908 over 5.9 minus 2.2, right? But then you can use your calculator to calculate the exact value here. Okay, so maybe here just using 11.008 minus 4.0908, right? And divided by 5.9 minus 2.2, right? So exact value here is for 1.65. Okay, so lo and behold, we can say, so here it means a gradient, right? So the gradient equals to the 1.65. Okay. And also we have log A. Log A is the y-intercept, right? So we can just put the exact values here, like 2.2, 4.908 into it. So it becomes into 4.908 equals to log A plus the x is 2.2 times the log B is 1.65, right? So you can calculate exactly what is log A. So then we can calculate A and B value here, right? Okay, that is for how we can calculating for A and B's in this kind of problems, okay? Here is example, okay, and also we have solutions here. So also we have two questions. If you want to try yourself, you can pause the video and then do yourself. But if you want to follow with me, you can keep on going. So maybe for first problem, we have y equals to a times b power of x. You can first put the exact value in here. So we can say that here first logarithm on both sides, that is for log y equals to log a b power of x. So it becomes into log a plus x log b, right? So then we can set here is a gradient is 0.8 and the y-intercept is 1.5. You can just put the two values into here, right? So gradient 0.8 can be considered as log b equals to 0.8 and intercept is 1.5. So it's for log a equals to 1.5. If you want to find the exact value for b and a, you can set b here equals to e power of 0.8 and here a equals to e power of 1.5. Okay. But then you can use your calculator to calculate exactly the values here, like exponential 0.8. So the value here is for 2.23. Okay, and a here is exponential for y.5. So after you type it into the calculator, it is for 4.48. That is for A's and B's here. Okay, so we have said here A is 4.48 and B is 2.23. Okay, that is for question one. And for question two, we have log y equals this value. Okay, so we can set maybe here I guess it's log. Yeah, I guess here is for x. So 2.1 is for log A, right? And for here is negative 0.4 is log B. So also you can calculate A and B. So A is for e power of 2.1. So you can calculate e power of 2.1. And the value here is for 8.17. And here we can say b equals to exponential negative 0.4. So its value here is for 0.67. Okay, so we can say here a times b power of x can be considered as 8.17 times 0.67 power of x. Okay, that's for this problem. Okay, so I hope you can all understand it for this problem. So see you next time. Bye.